Hello, everybody. Welcome to my weird, wonderful world. And I'm going to try not to make this too long of a video. I got to try to make it under 20 minutes. And so I do have a few things to say on this video. And you know me, if I know about my new subscribers, I have to give a shout out. So my first subscriber that I know of, that I'm pretty sure is a new subscriber, because as soon as you had left a comment, I went and checked, and there it was, a new subscription. So it must be you. So I'm calling you out. Yes, rah! Thank you, thank you, thank you for checking out my channel. And and this one here I know for sure because it did show up in my notifications that you were a new subscriber. So Dolphin Dale, thank you, thank you, thank you for checking out my channel. I hope you get everything you want from it. I hope I entertain you because I aim to please. I hope to give you the best content that I can possibly make. So also, just within the last 24 hours, okay, a new channel started up, and he had left me a great comment on my last video, like the last video I made yesterday. And so I'm going to give a big shout out to Rybuys, because when I checked out his channel, he only had 4 subscribers. So I subscribed to him, became his 5th subscriber, and now when I checked not too long ago, he has 6 subscribers, and he only posted 2 videos, one basically 48 hours ago, and then one just an hour ago. So Rybuys, go check him out for sure. I think he has a great start to his channel. I think he's going to grow so much faster than my channel has grown. I'm going to keep an eye on his channel and help grow his channel as much as I can, because I think he has a really good future. He just kind of needs to do something about the audio. The audio is just a little bit, and even myself, I still want to fix up my audio and make sure my audio is much better. In the new year, I am going to try to upgrade, but I think he has a very good start. So his first video yesterday, 24 hours ago, was my top 20 albums of 2024 that he posted. And his video he just posted an hour ago is called My Black Friday CD Scores. So so what I like about his channel is that none of the albums that he showed, I don't know any single one of those albums. It's like, oh gosh, no, not more new albums I don't know and need to check out. There's so many. There's so many albums that I don't know and have not heard yet. Hopefully, eventually, I'll get to them, but I cannot make any promises. But I will be keeping an eye on his channel, and help promote him for sure. Because the comment that he left yesterday was, love the pickup videos, because it basically was a pickup video from earlier that day when I had come out of the mall and bought can, and when I came home, because when I bought the can video, when I bought the can CD, which I have right here, I said that I was going to stop at Spin It to get a couple of new CDs, and then I did, and I showed you guys what that was. So to continue the comment that he left, he goes, also wanted to thanking me, that is, for the inspiration to finally make my music channel. I'm honored. I'm honored, and I love what you're doing so far. I think you have great potential, much better potential than I did. He goes, it's your channel and a few others that got me off my butt to do it. Awesome, awesome. And I want to see more people being able to make their own channels in their own style, talking about what they like, instead of trying to cater to the commercial. I like seeing people's eclectic, even if I can't get to it right away. I love seeing people displaying their own eclectic taste in music and showing individuality and showing, and how much they love music. And you can see right away from Rybai's channel that he loves music. So yeah. And then he goes, my first video got uploaded about an hour ago. So it's been since then 24 hours ago, and he posted his second video an hour ago. So please go check out Rybai's and tell him I sent you there. And yeah, and like I said, he's an up and coming channel, and I'm glad to be able to check him out right from the ground up. So I'm curious to see where he's going to be 2 years from now. So I want to kind of mark this and make sure that I'm keeping updates on that. All right, let's get to some of these reviews of these albums before it gets too late. So first thing I want to mention, of course, is that a few days ago, Larry Graves sent me Ween, the pod, and I played it 2.5 times. I played the first 8 songs. Then I had to get ready and do stuff and go to work. So then later on that night, I played it out loud in the stereo. And well, no, actually, no. The first time I played it in the earphones, and then the next day I had to play it again just out loud in the stereo. But and it's not an easily accessible album. It's it's a bit weird and janky in some places, but I love that kind of stuff. I'm going to give this out of a rating out of 10 a strong 8.5, because I think it's one of those albums that's going to grow on me. The more I listen to it, the better it's going to get, and I will be getting more Ween in the future for sure. Absolutely. There's stuff I want to get first, of course, like King Gizzard and King Gizzard and Sparks. But there's certain King Gizzard albums I want to get before other ones. But I will be, but I will be getting some Ween for sure. And again, I really want to give a big, big thank you for Larry Graves for being so generous and sending me this. So yeah, thank you, Larry Graves. You are the best. I tell you. So also I had bought. Let's see here. Well, let's get to it. But I know there's something else I had bought besides the. I can't think of it right now. Oh yes, 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 yes. I haven't played the Buddy Holly yet. I had bought a Buddy Holly Greatest Hits. I have not played that yet. I will be getting to that soon. But I had played, of course, I did play the Chicken Skin Music for sure, and I think it's fantastic. There was another CD I bought that I don't have out right now, and I can't think of what it was. I'm gonna have to check back and find out what that was. But this one, I know I haven't played it yet, but I did play this at least once, and I really, really did enjoy this. So it was, I want to give a thanks to Glenn Calloway from the basement for turning me on to Ry Cooter. I was always aware of Ry Cooter ever since the movie Crossroads, because because he did most of the music for Crossroads, the movie with Ralph Macchio, and there's a part with Steve Vai in it and everything. But I've always been interested in hearing more Ry Cooter stuff, and this one actually is really cool because it sounds a lot like some older. It's made, I think it's made to sound like it's from the 40s, the 1940s, or even the early 1950s, like not Delta blues, but it's very bluesy, and it's a good album, much better. I want to give this an 8 out of 10 for now. I'm sure the more I listen to this, the better it's going to get. So yeah, I'm giving this an 8 out of 10. And then of course, yesterday I went and bought Can, the singles, because you guys, because you guys know I the only two Can albums I have is Monster Movie and Future Days, and I do love them. I do actually give these both kind of a strong a strong 9 out of 10 because I they got better every time that I played them, and I keep thinking about playing them again. Like it's pretty much on my mind here and there that I keep looking at them and saying I gotta play them again soon. But I played first thing I played today. I didn't have a chance really to play it yesterday. I was kind of busy doing other stuff. But I played this the first thing this morning, not in the headphones, but I will be playing this first thing. Well, what tonight what I guarantee I want to be playing is Ween the Pod and Can the Singles. I do want to play both of those in the headphones tonight. Absolutely, that's my plan for tonight. And right off the bat, I do want to give this album. So far, I'm giving this an 8.5 out of 10. I know the more I listen to it, it's going to get better. And I mean, there wasn't a song that I disliked on it at all. I mean, every song that played was great. I mean, I did notice that the Future Days was a kind of a shorter, more of an edited version of that song. There are some edited versions of some of those songs, which is really cool. I kind of forgot to show you the inside cover thing here. So it has some liner notes of what albums that the songs came from and everything. Plus, it has another kind of cool, cool picture inside and everything. So it's good. I really enjoyed it, and definitely have to play this again for sure because some of the styles is not because with Monster Movie and Future Days, it had a certain style that that are kind of almost a little bit similar in some ways. It's they're structured pretty much similar with the four songs. The last song being almost a 20-minute song. The first three songs being shorter songs. So it's yeah. I need to hear more. I need to hear more. For sure, I need to get the studio albums. I had seen at when I went to Sunrise to pick that up. I did see four different live concerts for Can, but I'm not necessarily interested in picking those up. I'd rather pick up more of the studio albums first before doing that. But this is a great start. If you wanna, if you're thinking of getting into Can and you don't know where to start, I would say start with this because it pretty much has a good eclectic overview of all the different styles that Can has. And yeah, some of the songs were a little bit surprising. I wasn't expecting it to sound that way, but no, it's awesome. I love it. All right, so after I played the Can, the first thing I played from the three new albums I bought yesterday from Spin It. The first thing I played was the Bee Gees, of course. I want to give this another 8.5 out of 10. It was much better than I was expecting. If your experience with the Bee Gees is Staying Alive and Saturday Night Fever and stuff like that, I find their early years, which this represents, and I was so happy that it had Holiday on it, which is one of my favorite Bee Gees songs now because I really loved the Christy Hayden cover of that on the Sparks' gratuitous sax and senseless violence. It's the second to last song on this third disc in there, and it's such a it's probably my favorite song out of the five songs that Kristen Hayden does on that. Plus, this had, of course, I started a joke, which is like I had not even realized it was the Bee Gees that did this song, but then I was really happy to hear Massachusetts Like, really? They're the ones that do that song? I was very aware of that song. Have not heard it since my pre-teens. So that was a blast from the past. It's like, oh, they do that. I'm so happy I have it now. And then To Love Somebody, song I'm very, very familiar with, heard it 1,000 times, but I'm glad I have it now, and it's the Bee Gees. Again, wasn't aware. And also another song I was kind of aware of was a New York mining disaster. I have heard that before again when I was in my pre-teens, and it was on here. It's like, yeah. So I'm sure this is an album that's going to grow on me more the more and more that I hear it. So yeah, there's that. And now and then next it was the Moody Blues, The Other Side of Life. And of course, I have a couple of other Moody Blues albums. Boom, boom. So I have Days of Future Past and On the Threshold of a Dream. I actually like On the Threshold of a Dream. I will give this a 9 out of 10 because I really do love this album a little bit more. I give this maybe an 8 out of 10. Besides Night in White Satin, which I'm very familiar with, I'm not I'm not as crazy for this as I am with that one. I like this much better. And this one, I'll give this an I don't know what to give this one exact. Probably another 8 point. Yeah, probably an 8.5 out of 10. Is actually somewhere in between these two, but the style is different because this truly is an 80s album compared to these. These are more of the late 60s style, which is great, and I do love that. This is a lot better than I was expecting because I went into it with an open mind. I always love that opening song of Your Wildest Dreams. I always loved that song, and I was kind of surprised when I learned that that was the Moody Blues. I think I only learned that maybe a couple of years ago that it was the Moody Blues that sang that. So yeah, so I'm pretty happy that I got some getting some Moody Blues, and I will be getting more for sure. Absolutely. Um, what else? Well, speaking of, cause I was talking about Ry Cooder Skin Chicken music. The only other Ry Cooder that I have is Mambo Sinuendo, which believe it or not, I actually kind of really like that slightly better than this. I mean, they're pretty close to even. I love them both, but they are pretty different from each other. This one has no real singing in it at all. It's mostly just bongos and it's like it has a Hawaiian flavor. That this one has more of an old school kind of 40s blues player type of thing. All right, so the last thing that I played today was the B-52s. Yeah, it's called Time Capsule Song for a Future Generation. Right off the bat, I'm giving this a 9 out of 10. I loved I loved everything on this. I Every song was killer. Like there was not a weak song. I mean, I love every song just as much as Love Shack, Rome, and Rock Lobster, which is pretty much the three major hits that I knew from them. But every song, and of course, there's Mesopotamia, which is awesome. It's the fourth one I kind of knew, but I had not heard much else from them. But every song was just as good as those. So this is an album I really will be playing a lot more often. Absolutely. When it comes to greatest hits, there's a lot of bands that I'm just content with getting their greatest hits. But then there's bands like B-52s where I am very, very much considering getting more albums, like actual studio albums of B-52, because I think they're great. That was a much added bonus. All right, so that's everything I kind of wanted to say on this episode. especially the shout out to Ryby's new channel. So give him some love and tell him I sent you there. So if you're watching this for the first time, please consider subscribing because I will greatly appreciate it and love you forever. Leave me comments because I do my best to get to every comment that I can. I really try. Sometimes I might be a little bit late in getting to them because I don't notice them or I don't get notifications for them right away. But I try to get to all the notifications as much as possible. Don't be afraid of the like button, and then please everybody just be safe, take care. I will see you on the flip side, and please everybody just have a great day, evening, morning, night, afternoon, wherever you may be. Peace everybody.